Hey guys, and welcome to video number 1 out of 8 in my Madden NFL 16 Ultimate Team Chemistry Style Solo Challenges. These videos will help to show what I did and what you can do to achieve 90 plus chemistry in each of the 8 chemistry styles in Ultimate Team to eventually unlock 2 elite players along with 80,000 coins. In this video, I will be focusing on the short pass chemistry style. So to start out, let me kind of introduce you, if you don't know, since this is video 1, what these style challenges are. So essentially, there's 8 different challenges you can see here, one for each of the different chemistry styles. It starts off with the 4 offensive ones, goes into the 4 defensive ones. It doesn't matter what order you do them in, but to unlock the 2 elite players that I mentioned, you have to do all 8, and you have to do all parts of all 8. So as you can see, I've completed all the offensive ones and I've begun to work on the defensive ones. These videos are really going to focus on, like I said, to kind of show you guys what I did and to kind of explain to you what you need to look for to get this 90 plus chemistry, because sometimes it seems like it's a very difficult thing to do, but I'm here to tell you that it's really not if you just kind of take some of the advice I'm going to give you here and then make your own team. So, as you can see, for kind of, again, continuing on my introduction for these challenges, there's 4 in each one. 3 are full games. Rookie, Pro, and All-Pro are all full games. 2 are 3-minute quarters, and then 1 is 4-minute quarters. The All Madden is the final, the boss level, where you have to have that 90 plus chemistry to play it. And it's a Madden moment. Kind of like if you've ever played Madden Moments, or maybe you've played some of the solo challenges that are like Madden Moments in this year's Ultimate Team, you'll know what I'm referring to. You can kind of read the description there and see what it is. It's pretty easy, and that's what you do to unlock the coach, which gives you, it's an elite coach with plus 25 chemistry to that chemistry that you just played. So it's huge. It's huge. And you get 1 coach for each challenge you complete. So along the way, you unlock a bronze player in the rookie challenge, which gives plus 8 to whatever chemistry style. The silver player gives plus 12, and then the gold player gives plus 15. So the trick is to use these players in your team to get that 90 chemistry, but most of the time, just these players alone are not going to get you to that. So let me go ahead and show you my team and show you what I did to get there. So I'm going to show you, this is the team that I essentially played that final challenge with. So as you can see, it's a pretty standard team all the way around. So what I did is I created a spreadsheet to show myself what I needed in each position, where I could kind of improve and just kind of count out the chemistry. Now, this is not something that, I say you need to do or that I even recommend. It's just easier for me to visualize it that way. So that's kind of what I'll be referring to in this, and I'll try to post a link to a screenshot or something so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So during these challenges, like I said, you unlock the bronze, silver, and the gold player with boosted chemistry. Now, the bronze player in here is a tight end. I don't even have him in here. I'm gonna go ahead and show him in here, and I'll have to scroll down for a minute because he is a bronze. He is a bronze tight end who gives plus 8. Now, this is him right here, I believe, Iguanagu. Plus 8. So you see, golds already give plus 6. So realistically, this isn't much of a boost unless you're at 88 or 89 chemistry and you just need that guy. So I actually didn't even use him in the final challenge because I already had the 90 chemistry that I needed. That's just to show him. So the silver player should be relatively obvious. The only silver player in my starting lineup is Kevin Ogletree. Now, big thing, he gives plus 12. Receivers in short pass don't give plus 12. They give usually plus 7, the gold ones. So that's a plus 5 boost to pretty much any gold receiver that you take out. So that's a big deal. The +5. The gold player in this is Mark Sanchez. He gives +15. So you can see I have Tyrod Taylor as my starting quarterback, just in my best overall team. He gives me +10. Typically, what you guys will have is somebody like Geno Smith, who's a gold in this, who's got 8. So giving 15 chemistry versus +8 chemistry or +10 if you have an elite is huge. That gives you an added bonus of that 5 or 7 chemistry. So all that pretty much put together is not going to necessarily equal with a standard gold offensive line. They each give 5, so that's 25. You have the tight end gives you 6, that's 31. You give the receivers that I have, each of the golds are +7. So 31 plus 14 equals 45. Ogletree gives me 12. That's 57 chemistry right there. Stanley Havley, my gold fullback, gives me +5. And then, so that's 62, if I'm not mistaken. Sanchez gives me 15, so that's 77. So you need +8. Plus your coach is 5, so it's 82. So you need +8. So that's why I have Carlos Hyde in here. Most running backs in short pass will only give you +5. And so pretty much you're going to notice there's a common theme in every style challenge video that I put out. There's one position that is going to be kind of different from the rest. And what I mean by that is there's one kind of maybe a bronze player or like a Schefter Star Edition player who's going to have to give me boosted chemistry, although it might not be the best overall choice because you honestly need that to get that 90 chemistry. So Carlos Hyde is that guy in here, and it's because my team is pretty well rounded already. I can use Carlos Hyde, and it rounds out my team. It gives me exactly 90 chemistry. So this is the team that I used. I'll show you the coach in a minute, but I just want to give you guys kind of highlights on this team, what I liked about them. So in every offensive style challenge that I do, you'll notice my offensive line is all gold. Well, pretty much you'll notice everybody is all gold except for the chemistry boosted players that I will need. The bronze and the silver if I need them. So I don't buy any packs. I don't buy Madden points. Any players that I get, I either bought off the market or I got in my deluxe edition packs along the way. So most of this offensive line I bought off the market. You can see 382s. They're all pretty good, and none of them were that expensive. I mean, you get 10,000 coins from one of these style challenges. That's where I said 80,000 in the beginning. You get 10,000 from each of these. So spending 3, 4, 5,000 on players throughout the way, which is pretty much what I had to do, doesn't really set you back that much. It doesn't make you profit as much as you can, but I think the reward is greater in the end. Getting Romo and getting Quinn, those elite 92 players, and plus getting the coaches to boost that style is huge. So what I liked about this team was just the running. I know it's a short pass chemistry team, and along the way I did use Tyrod Taylor. I like Dwayne Bowe in here. I think he's kind of underrated in Ultimate Team because he doesn't really provide much of a spark in real life. 82 overall. He made quite a few big plays for me, and I really liked that about him. But using C.J. Anderson and Carlos Hyde, very easy to run the ball behind this offensive line for the most part. And then Jermaine Gresham, who's a very good tight end as well. Another guy that I used a lot and tried to kind of get the most out of him at every turn. So that's what I liked about that team, running and really short passing. I mean, it lives right up to its chemistry name with Dwayne Bowe. You run outs and you run slants and you run whatever you need to do. Even screens worked really well in this team because when you have a guy like Mark Sanchez throwing the ball, getting it downfield is not necessarily always going to be something that's going to work out real well, because as you can see, throwing accuracy deep only 75 with only 86 throwing power. So that's kind of where that went. Last thing I'll show you guys is the coach I used. In all of these, you're going to see it's a basic bronze +5 coach. So you always have to factor that in. Make sure you're always using, if you have a better coach, great, but it's very hard. The only one that I have outside of my elite coaches that's not a +5, I have a random Mike McCarthy in, I believe it's long pass with +7. So pretty much you have to use these +5 coaches, and then as I'll get more into these challenges, showing you how to look at the market and finding guys that fit the role. So that's been my short pass team with 90 chemistry. Hopefully that kind of showed you guys a little bit of how I did the math and how I added everything up to get the team that I got and to get to 90 chemistry. Just play your challenges, use the 3 players you get along the way. If you have to go out in the market and buy somebody like Carlos Hyde, go ahead and do that. Maximize your chemistry. The boss challenge is only a short challenge. If you have to maximize your chemistry, bring somebody off the bench to complete the challenge, go ahead and do that. But it's definitely worth it in the end to do so. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was at least a little bit helpful. Again, I'll be continuing this series. My next video will be long pass, and I hope you guys stick around to watch that video as well. So until next time, this has been JDH Snake. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great day.